Okay, so today I just want to do a little review on this Rockville REQ20 equalizer. So I bought one of these brand new, I don't know, a month or two ago. Ordered it on Amazon. I think delivered it was, I don't know, $75, $79, something like that. So I ordered that one new, played around with it, thought, hey man, this thing's pretty cool. It looked a little bit cheesy online, so I wanted to order it and play around with it, check it out myself. And I looked online, there really weren't any decent reviews of this thing anywhere online. The reason I like it, honestly, I'm not a fan of Rockville. Their stuff is kind of cheap, but I like the blue LED lighted sliders. I'm partial to blue. I've had them with red sliders, green sliders. My system, my whole theme is blue. So I thought, hey, these will look cool in the rack. Plus the little quasi VU meters are kind of cool, retro. It just looks cool. But I thought, the first one I ordered, I was surprised. As cheap as it is, it feels well built. I was surprised. It didn't feel quite as cheap and as flimsy as I thought it was going to be. I thought in this little review, I would take the top cover off. You guys could see inside of it, see kind of what's going on with the thing. But yeah, the only part of it that feels, a little cheap and flimsy, I don't even really want to say the word flimsy, just a little bit of a cheap feel as a front faceplate, I guess, more than anything. But that's about it. The metal chassis is pretty well constructed. And then, like I said, all the lighting is cool. Let me turn this thing around. You can see the other side of it. And there's the front where the sliders are. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm an EQ nut, man. I've owned a lot of equalizers in my life. I won't pretty much listen to a stereo without an equalizer. An equalizer to me is the best way to quickly make your system sound exactly the way that you want it. And like I said, when I started looking at these online, there really weren't any decent reviews or anything like that, much to speak of about these. And so I like it so much. Like I said, this is my second one. I've already got the first one mounted in the rack. I've got to get some rack mount ears for this one. I got this one on the Goodwill website, delivered for about 40 bucks. Actually, I think it was about $35, actually, I think it was. So I paid about half of what I paid for the new one, but I do have to get some rack mount ears so I can mount it in the rack. But yeah, I just wanted to do a review of this thing, and I'm going to go ahead and order a third. I run 3 separate power amps in my home theater system, and each amplifier has a dedicated equalizer to it. So each power amp, they're all audio source amps. I did a little video on audio source as well. So yeah, each one of my audio source amps is going to have one of these equalizers connected to it. And then I'll do a video when my rack is all done. I'm right in the process of redoing it all. I've had it all ripped apart. I've got it about halfway done. I was waiting for this to come in and just working on customer stuff and things of that nature. But once I get the rack back together and everything functioning, I'll do a video of it so you guys can see at least what the two look like when they're functioning in the rack. I'm gonna have to track down a third so I can get that all buttoned up. Right now, for the third equalizer, I'm gonna use I've got a Newmark equalizer, 10 band, 15 dB plus or minus. On it, so I'll use that until I can order one more of these. Really, the only thing I don't like about this are the sliders themselves. I'm not a fan of what I want to call them, like a short scale. The slider range is not, very tall or wide. I like an equalizer where you've got a little bit more granular control. These, you got to move the sliders just kind of slightly. A little bit of movement on these go a long way. That's kind of my only gripe. And then the VU meters aren't accurate. They're just more for looks than anything else. It just adds to the coolness factor. But yeah, and the other thing, when I hooked up the first one on my rack, I expected it to be really noisy. Being that it was a cheap equalizer, and it wasn't. It was dead silent. I was just kind of surprised. I'm like, man, for 79 bucks, brand new, this is a freaking cool equalizer. So, Rockville be damned. There's some other companies that have made the same equalizer with a different name. One of them is, Mr. DJ or something like that. Pile, I think, has one or had one that was similar. I know they use a lot of the similar type styling in some of their surround sound receivers. Technical Pro is another brand that kind of uses the same kind of general, blue theme and the VU meters and all that. They're a little on the lower end spectrum cost wise, but for the money that you pay for them, they're not bad. I mean, they're just really not. So anyway, I'll be back, like I said, with a video of the whole rack once I get this all done. See you guys later.